Hello there, it's Cookies, and this is the final turn for my LA Arco sub experience. You can see the message down here: Rejoice, a true god has ascended, which means the monolith did not get assassinated. But just a couple of notes. We didn't end up I was trying to organize a fight with Pangea with those two big stacks that we saw to the south. That did not end up happening. Um, But we did send someone to the arena, so we'll check that out. And yeah, those don't matter. So let's go ahead and dive into the arena. So we have Flesh Feaster. I probably should have renamed this guy. The Mound Fiend. And our little trick that we're doing here, because this is a people's arena, is we're going to do Drain Life Spam, and we're going to stack Fear Auras. And I was thinking this might be able to kill Jatsi, the Utgard champion, because that guy's just like a big giant. And then we've stacked up some resistances. We put a Pendant of Luck on him. But that's not who we end up fighting. Instead, we end up fighting Well Played, the Tartarian, who's got a Iron Face for 22 protection, Nethgul, really cool artifact that just casts spells, and let's go ahead and see how this goes. So we get Soul Slay and Paralyze, and right off the bat, the Paralyze goes through. So penetration roll. Oh, hit him with Soul Slay. Oh gosh. Alright, so 14 against 15. Resisted. Okay, and then this penetration roll is for the Paralyze. It just doesn't have the spell for some reason. And that was 18 versus 14. So we're paralyzed forever. Paralyzed just be like that. And then runs up and does a couple of mind burns. And like Nethgul's really casting, because that was a lot of spells really quickly. So we get hit by 2 mind burns. We fail to resist both, take 12 damage each time. And then we get hit in the leg with a stinger for 10 points of damage, but that was enough to kill. So goodbye, our little Mound Fiend, and we'll see Well Played, the 500 HP Tartarian, in the next round of the arena. So Well Played is going up against the Utgard champion, who is Jatsi. 42 hit points, 21 prot, 25 defense. 19 MR should hopefully help it a little bit more. Iron Will coming in, but gets -5 to it because he's feeble-minded from the slave collar. But we have inspirational, we have luck, we have awe, regen, and yeah. So let's go ahead and check this one out, because this one's pretty fun. So he runs over, flies up in the air, blinks away, is horror marking him, because that's relevant. Loses solid like 50 HP, blinks to the other side of the arena. Horror mark, paralyze. What was it, 25 defense? And versus 17 attack, so it kind of makes sense to play the distance spell game. These blinks are just hilarious, though. Just blinking and flying around. But continuing to take chunky hits from this Champion's Gladius. And Faithful. Let's speed it up just a little bit. So they do get out for a little bit. He does get hit, and he does get hit with poison. How much poison? With death poison. So we're talking 40 points of poison against regen 5%. More horror marks. Nethgul's not messing around with future champion. Alright, so he's down to 2 HP. He still has poison. And dies to poison. But got oh so close to killing Well Played. So, a really fun arena battle to kind of wrap things off. I'm really happy with this one. And Utgard wins the game. So congratulations to Utgard. Well played game. A lot of fun players in this game. I've actually played other games with the Bugaroos player, who is in my Machaka game and won that one, and the Patala player, who is in my Relay game and who won that one. So for a noob game, this game actually had some very good players in it, and it was a lot of fun. I guess still kind of baffled by just how passive Pangea was the whole game. I thought they could have killed me a long time ago, but they chose not to, I guess. But I don't know. I had fun beating up on Pangea oh so slowly. It was like 5 to 10 turns for every fort I tried to take, but it was a lot of fun. Credit to Pan for staying in it. I know they were losing a lot of ground towards the end of the game, especially to Utgard here. So, takes a pretty solid player to stay in it and keep doing their turns. So, I will give him props for that. And overall, it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed playing Arco. I'll try to do some sort of review. Probably not today, but at a later time. I still need to do the Relay review. I've just, like, this game, my Vanaheim game, and my Relay game all ended in about a 2-week time period. So I'm just behind on stuff like that. Because, I don't know, I especially have a lot of thoughts on Relay. So I want to make sure I've been taking down some notes. I want to make sure I get to everything in that Relay video. So hopefully that'll be good. I don't have as many thoughts or opinions on Arco, and that's primarily because I was just a single cap nation, and I was just doing really basic communion balls of human mages, and just kind of took the flames from the sky as part of playing human mages. So, I don't know. I'll try to do a review for them. Maybe I'll try to theorize about what a better late game could have looked like, because I don't feel like I feel like I really only reached. I was using late game magic, but I feel like I only really did like mid game things on the strategic map for Arco, which was the communion ball. Maybe there was like a better LA Arco late game planned out, especially with the Demi Lich I had. Maybe it was supposed to be tarts, or what do I do with a high fire? I don't know. Maybe like the elemental royalty. But yeah. I'll try to figure out what the original player was intending to do with their build. Because I'm not sure if I've still figured it out completely yet, but I was making it work. And probably would have needed to use Stygian Paths to even move the Demi Lich. But, and yeah, overall, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun playing Diplo in this game, especially. especially with the quality of the players. Um, I wasn't sure when I was first hearing about Patala, like whether or not like what all they were up to or what they were doing, but definitely saw that players work in their TNG play in my relay game, so I know they were pretty good. And I know they held onto this throne with a extremely complicated big scripting effort for a lot of mages. So, which is sounds like a monkey communion. So, but yeah, it was fun chatting with the Utgard player as well. They were having a lot of fun with crafting their super combatants, like the Turask they had running around. So just a lot of fun stuff going on in this game. And a little bit sad to see it end, honestly. I was looking forward to trying to take Pan's capital and finally kind of like breaking out of this little one cap shell and starting to make moves on the international scene, so to speak. I would have had to secure probably 3 more forts, and then I think at that point I would have been strong enough to maybe try and fight someone like Utgard. Maybe not like a big stack like this. Like I'd probably struggle with this, but I could probably raid. I could threaten forts. I could make life more difficult for him, and definitely have enough supporting eco to be able to affect the game. But didn't quite get there. Maybe siege this. So was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so my main army was probably tied up for about 10 turns. And then maybe I could have built another army here or here in the meantime and gone after this fort. Especially if Pan never moved in. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. And I'll try and get that review out as soon as I can. Have a good one. Bye.